I want to say good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are this time. I want to say welcome to the Exchange. The Exchange is a 1 hour 30 minutes program brought to you by a group of students situated all over the world. Today we are on the Exchange giveaway, so I want to say welcome. On today's edition of the Exchange giveaway, we are your presenters today, Elijah Dennis and Aronica Minor. So as you can see there, she's going to introduce herself, and then we are going to directly get into the show. Just to give you a little synopsis about what the Exchange giveaway is all about. There's a show that we usually come on to, showcase our goodwill to our fellow colleagues out there. And maybe you call on the show, you answer our questions. Our question is going to be posted to you. Upon answering the questions, you are going to walk away with $1 trash card. But the good thing about it is that the trash card is only awarded to people in Liberia. So if you call here, maybe you are in India, maybe you are in America, in any part of the world, once you call and win, you have to give us someone number from Liberia, and then the person can benefit from the trash card. of on the show. So before we go directly into the show tonight, we going to listen to Aronica Minor to have herself introduced. Then we can start the ball rolling for tonight's discussion. Aronica Minor.
Boy, Elijah, you already introduced me. So, like my boss just said, my name is Aronika Manan, and I'm currently in Rwanda, East Africa, where I'm residing and studying at the same time. So, I'm also one of the panelists of the Exchange Career Hour, where we come on every Friday to talk about career planning and development. But tonight, we just want to go, we want to be good. My boss is a very good giver, so actually, we just want to spice the entire thing up. But we are not very rich, but yeah, the little we have, we want to give back. So come on, if you are here already, welcome. Let us go into the hour of the giveaway. Oh, I think there's a connection problem in Lajo is off. Yeah, like I was saying, this is a giveaway hour, and we have some interesting, familiar, simple questions where we are going to ask, and then who knows, you might be one of the lucky winners. Come on, don't be afraid of the question. This is not a question tournament. Okay, he's back on.
Yeah, thank you so much. Like Aronica is saying, don't be afraid. It's not a question tournament. It's just very, very easy question. Like Aro, one of the giveaway questions before there was a caller we had, and we asked him, "Who is the current president of America?" Can you imagine? Even somebody who is in ABC can try to attempt that question, and the guy got it. So it's not something that the question is going to be so difficult, but you can call and make your point and make your own contributions onto this show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the questions are here. So Aronika, let's hear you from there. What you make of Liberia and maybe some of the when it comes to the food, when it comes to other things that are there.
For me, honestly, I normally boast of Liberian food. For a lot of people that know me, they know that I talk about Liberian food a lot. I love Liberian food. And not just because I'm a Liberian, but because I have experienced other nationality food. I see how they do their food, and I've come to my conclusion that Liberia has the best food in the whole world. I don't even want to know about any other country again. But Liberian food is just the best, and we kind of make like almost everything we eat it. Like one time, I was telling somebody when I newly came to Rwanda here, they don't eat potato greens. They say potato greens for goats. Seriously. Then
Hmm. Can you
then
imagine that?
imagine potato green, sweet potato green. They say potato greens for goats. Human being don't
Hmm.
eat potato greens. We say okay. Ghanaian say cassava leaf for goat. Then you guys in East Africa say potato green for for the sea goat. But where I'm from, we can eat potato green, we can eat cassava leaf, everything. We don't get time for you.
Mm-hmm.
And we prepare fried potato greens. When we came
Mm.
new, we gave it to our coordinator, and she was very surprised that identical thing that all her life she been taking to be good food. Human being will actually eat it.
Mm-hmm.
She really enjoyed it. She was surprised. She called one family. the the issue of potato green they can really annoy me. Like the people don't eat the greens. So what I normally do when I reach there, I can tell them if
Mm.
for blessing. Because if I tell them say like food they will charge me. So I can say it's for blessing.
I'm telling you, You see, uh, I was listening to. I think in that Acorn. I think Acorn or one of them. They said one of the best jollof rice ever in entire world is Liberian jollof rice.
Yes.
Yeah, we had a very good recipes when it comes to jollof rice. So if you are following the discussion, you can also get the number that is pinned, the WhatsApp number there that is pinned to actually make your call and answer your questions. And to next show is just about give away call, make your points, and then win yourself a $1 scratch card. That's how we are here. As the discussion is ongoing as well. If you are feeling uncomfortable to call as well, you just have an inform in the chat and then just tell us to read you a local number. Just ping the number. The number runs from 1 to 30. Just choose another number, say you read me question this, and then we're going to read it and give it to you for a particular minute. After that minute elapsed, because we know some people did take the form and our nigga, and they start checking that uncle. They say Google or what? They start checking. So you're going to last a certain time. But you can also call. So like I was saying, Aronika, Liberia have one of the best jollof rice in Africa, even the world at large. So I think when it comes to food in Liberia, we actually have good recipes in our girls to admit. If they are not good at any other thing, they are very good at cooking.
Even the this cocoa in Liberia can cook by somebody in the world.
Hmm.
I'm telling you,
So
when
what you think, Aronika, what you think is actually the cost for Liberians to start, cooking, to learn how to cook in that manner? What you think is that their parents are the one teaching them, or was there something? Is genetics? Is that genetics something or what?
imagine this ethnical question we've been discussing it for a very long time, we can't find a clue. You can ask young me, we have to call it all people that are being being like but honestly I think because we were
Mm,
born, we met our parents cooking these food, the
mm,
same taste, like we just join. But honestly, I don't know. One time I posted, I said the person that is called Liberian food, they really did well because I don't even know how it came about. But we just get good taste, that's all right.
yeah, sure. We just enjoy. It's actually good that because it's one of the major factors that you see more marriages can actually fall apart. More marriages can fall apart because of some of these things. You are in a home, your husband is there going outside eating because of lack of proper food in your home. The man will look for the money, he'll give you the money, yes. At the end of the day, he come home, no satisfaction in the food. It puzzle anybody as much. So we're just like asking, yeah, so whether it's genetic that once you are born in Liberia or born by any species but from Liberia, you must instantly know how to cook. We don't know. But if you are also following the show, we are not really clue to the discussion, but we are here to do giveaway tonight. So you can call and then you can get your lucky winner and as well your lucky number. It can be one of our winner tonight on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so I don't
one
know.
of the things I noticed again, like
Mm,
for other nationality when they are cooking,
mm,
the way we do it in Liberia, if, for example, if we are cooking potato greens, we will have
mm,
chicken feet, we will have crab, we'll have different type of meat. But they don't do it like that. If if they are to eat fish, only fish will be enough food. If a cow meat, only cow meat will be enough food. When we're cooking it, then our neighbors, like someone, all the nationalities see us, they can say we rich. We are rich
mm-hmm.
because if I being rich, that's what we used to. We ain't able to eat one meat in a whole soup, one
Yeah.
cup.
Can
So
you imagine my landlord told me, hey, rich kids, yeah, you are very rich. I said, why? He said, because when you guys are cooking, you will keep the chicken, the
mm,
crab, you will keep the cow meat, you will keep, the crawfish, everything in one small pot. and you will sit and eat all, you know. But for them, when they are cooking, maybe that chicken they're cooking that day, only maybe they, in fact, they're going to count the members of the house. Then they just count them 1, 2, 3, 4, and just drop that number of the chicken inside. That's it.
Ah,
So when they see eating church food, they will say you are very rich. In fact, you're from a very rich background, all that other thing. But it's actually good eating good food pays. I think so, Aronika.
exactly, I agree with you. And I think that one of the reasons why we international students we normally go broke because for our food. We, if we just sit and calculate how much we spend on food in a week, it will be too much. Because like
Mm.
where I am, they don't even spend more than 50 cents on their local food. 50 cents, oh. But for international students like Brains, when we cooking, sometimes we not spend something like $20 in one day just to cook.
Mhm.
Their food
But
is so expensive.
another thing, Aronika, somebody said that is one reason why Labrador is not developing because we use
That oh,
because we use literally all the money we earned per month, per day, per year. We literally spend everything on food and clothing. Because mind you, when I came to India, uh, I used to see my landlord would go, maybe if they ready to cook, right, he'll go and get 2 eggs. He come, they will boil that eggs, and then they will have it split pieces, and they just put it in the something. Then they put there's a something milk like. Then they put it there and they just squeeze it, eat and go to bed.
hmm.
But that guy in questions, that man, he set his ATM card in the ATM machine and check his balance. You will be thinking where to start reading the figure. So gotta really get money. But you see him go in the market and get 2 eggs and come. But your wife to cook that 2 eggs for them to eat.
Wow.
Yeah. But they get money. They get money. So I think that is another reason again. I don't get identified that as another reason why Labrador is
No,
not actually.
not the food. Don't even allow with there. It got nothing to do
Eh,
with. If that
you
guy,
sure?
if that guy were in another country where they do full business like on a surplus, they eat like he was going to do it with all that money he get. But like I said, he grew up
Mm-hmm.
family boiling egg, doing it like that. So he just adapted to it. But I think now it's that food. Mm-mm.
But then somebody will, on the other hand, will say, but somebody's ungrateful. No matter how you eat, at the end of the day, you still need food again the next day. So why you can't manage small and maintain more money and do better things?
But we can balance everything now. We can balance it. We have money for our food. We have money for our transportation. We have money for different things. We can take transportation and eat it. Not how we looking. Eh.
Our nigga don't want to agree there because we eat too much in Liberia and spend a lot of money on food. That's the reason why Liberia is like the way it is today.
Oh,
So if you are following the show, today's our giveaway. We are actually here to be very good to our brothers and sisters. So if you are following the show this time, the number is pinned there, or you can just comment in the comment section. Read me question number 3, question number 4, or any number of questions, and then we're going to read you that questions. Once you answer the question correctly, trust us, we're going to award you $1 trash card. And you can call somebody from Liberia and the person can be a beneficiary to that trash card. So if you are following us, we want to say welcome to the Change Giveaway. So like we are talking about why eating good food in Liberia and which one of the food in the world is the best. We have already identified that, so no questions with that. Liberia, we have the best recipes. Aronika, am I right?
you are 100% correct.
And then we also figure that we spend a lot of money on food And in one lake, potato grain, somebody will say, in that grain, you're going to see crawfish, you're going to see crabs, you're going to see every other thing in that grain. So at the end of the day, Abraham Valley camera is following from his little corner. Abraham want to say welcome to the show. So at the end of the day, in our pan butter, you're going to see the chicken feet going this side, you're going to see the crab this side, you're going to see the crawfish this side, the sperry, the chicken feet, So at the
Right.
end of the day, all the money will go. Aronika, all the money going to go.
To the red purpose, for the red purpose for food, like I said, we
The
have
rep, so
yeah,
all the money going for the rep purpose, right?
the mega money that was spent on our food supposed to be spent for
Mhm.
food. We have
Okay.
money for other things in
Uh-huh.
hands. We don't take the money we supposed to spend on other things and put it to food. We don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
We know we love food. We love tasty food, so we a lot amount for food, and that's how we do it. So
Okay.
it is affecting the country, and that's not why it's making our country to be slow in terms of development. I think one thing
But
that
mm,
when it comes to development in Liberia, from my perspective,
mm-hmm.
uh, I think one of the reasons is tribalism. And I normally,
Tribalism.
yes, I normally speak about that,
Mm-hmm.
tribalism.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we do away with tribalism, if I'm a rich person or I can afford properties, if I have money and I want to build a house, I will not have to go way, I will not pass by all the other counties and go way lower to go build house as I will develop my county. I have to go way Grand Gide. I can stay in any of these counties in Liberia and develop it. But we found out that a particular area of the country being developed because a particular tribe can afford, so everybody going to that identical county to make it develop. And even
Mm-hmm.
yes, even happen now in our society when it comes to job opportunities, people prefer hiring their kingsmen and all that stuff. So I think tribalism is one of our major problems in Liberia. That is why causing our country to not be developed. Though we have experienced the issue of bad governance, but tribalism too is one of the main factors. Like for example, take a case study here in Rwanda. They after what
Mm-hmm.
in their history, they got rid of the entire tribe. Everybody here, they are Rwandans. You have no right to say, "Oh, I'm from this tribe, I'm from that tribe." They cancel everything. So the issue of tribalism is completely off. So now people hire you as a Rwandan. They develop
Okay.
their communities, they develop their provinces. They don't have to say, "Oh, because they got another province called Yanza. Oh, I'm from Yanza, so I'm not going to build in Kikadi. I'm going to Yanza and build." No, it's not like that. They develop
Okay.
everyone way together. Yeah,
But you see, the thing about maybe erecting infrastructure in a particular geographic location is that sometimes people feel comfortable at a particular area, right? And if we look at Liberia, especially Monrovia, Monrovia is jam packed now. People are getting everybody just going to that small place and just building and building. So I think the buildings in other places, in other countries will help to develop. I understand from the perspective where you're coming from, where if we have to find or identify a particular area where we get erect, modern structures will give the country a better, outfit of outlook, right? I understand and I respect that. But if I'm coming from Bonka to the Pacific and I go back, I feel more comfortable erecting my structure in bunker, then I feel that it will even be more protected than even going to other places like Nima County. Nima have one of the most good and erected structure in Liberia. You know that?
I know. But the thing is, the reason why you feel more
Uh,
protected is because you from Bon
mm,
County.
mhm.
For
And
that reason,
I feel
it
more satisfied I feel more, secure in that part of Liberia.
Yes, because it's your county. It's, you have a
Mhm,
trap there. You that's
mhm.
home. But my point is, if there's no trap, if every all this whole tribalism thing was completed off, people will feel
Okay.
comfortable in part of Liberia, because you go in there to do a development as a Liberian, you feel comfortable, you feel protected, because you don't have to be thinking like, oh, this is not my. Imagine right now, a lot of people are running to counter because of development. We got people going there in building every day, developing every day. And so then I ask myself, what if that were happening, all parts of the country? But you find out that most of those development and Imbadens, they are going back home to build their properties. That's why I come
Mhm,
tribalism stuff. People going to work and they go back to their county. Only develop so the development would be at a particular part of the country instead of it going across the country. People prefer going back to their hometowns to build because they feel I'm Molofin, I'm from Grand Basso, so I prefer going back. So if all of these things are not happening, people will go to another country and build and feel comfortable knowing the fact that I'm Liberian, I can develop this part. And within no time, Elijah, Liberia will be
mhm.
developed. Each of these
I
countries will
think
have
I think
to.
I think this topic is very, 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 very sensitive and it's very, very unique for the growth and help of Liberia. Honestly,
Yeah,
because from we have to get the topics in a better context to really discuss it. Because if you see good infrastructure today in Liberia, these are members of the diaspora.
yeah.
No disrespect, no disrespect to our brothers and sisters who are in Liberia that are also, trying to invest in structure. But we are talking about majority of the well erected structure in Liberia. These are people from the diaspora. Now, what is actually happening here is that they go out there, they get their parents back home, they look for the money and send it back to their parents. And I think one reason, Aronika, for my own end here is one reason that these things are happening is the land scarcity. Land is also scarce when it comes to Monrovia and other places. But if I'm from, let me be specific. If I'm from Bon, for example, it's very easy for me to get huge quantity of land in Bon County than to get land in Magibi. You know that?
I I I will agree with you because it is easier because, like I said, it is your county.
Mhm.
But if it is someone who's not who's not from Bon County, they got no trap there. Is
Okay.
not gonna be difficult if you don't have the money to afford the land. But people sell land all parts of the country. They don't sell land based on your trap. So if you from Nima and you want to get a land in Grand Bassa, they're not gonna say we're not selling this land to you because you're from Nima. They are definitely gonna sell the land to you. So, like I said, you just feel more comfortable and relaxed because it is your child. You all drop down to this troubleless thing. That what I'm trying to say. Everything fall back to it. People travel abroad and then when they're trying to build, if they are not building in Monrovia, they're building in their hometown.
Mhm.
So what happens if a specific group of tribes get the opportunity to travel and you don't have much people from the other tribes who have the resources to develop their counties? So that's why there's just set apart from Monrovia, other few counties, the rest of the countries, the parts of the country are not being developed because people focus on their tribe. This tribalism thing is a serious problem, and we witness it even in Nigeria. Nigeria tribalism, religious, Liberia tribalism, bad governance. Even here in our community where I am, when we first started our community, like for the past 3 years, we had serious struggle the Liberian community
Okay.
had because of tribalism. I can remember one time, the first time I was invited on the exchange, our leadership, I spoke of the same tribalism stuff. That one of the
Yeah,
things
sure, sure.
Yeah, it's
Because I
something
think
I
the question was posted to you as to what are some of the challenges you guys are faced with. I can still remember when we
that's
host you guys in the said
that,
it's
yeah,
the
yeah.
issue of tribalism.
That's the major challenge we face here when we first started the entire leadership structure. Because
So
while we were trying to build a community, we had librarians coming up with Basel Association, Nima Association, Maryland Association, Sano Association, and everybody went separately. So the issue of unity was giving a hard time. Instead of us dissolving all these small traps association and coming together, it was difficult. And you found out that people only want to be united with this person from their county. And and when they like when they asked me, majority of them out here don't know my trap. They can guess. They say I'm from Nima because my name minor. It can be very funny. Some people can say I'm for great pastors. But when they ask me, I can say I'm green because I'm a very huge enemy to tribalism. I don't like it because I've studied it. I've seen what it can do to a nation, to a community. I've seen the work of tribalism, and it's not a good thing. So we face serious problem with tribalism stuff here. And you're not believe the reason why
well,
it's like real
well, if
problem
you
is
are following the show tonight, if you are following the show tonight, I want to say welcome to the exchange. Today you are here listening to our conversations tonight between Aronika Minor and I. We are talking about what are some of the factors that actually making Liberia not to be developed by it is. Aronika is providing us some facts as relates to tribalism. She said Liberia is not developing as you are listening to her. But tonight is a change giveaway. The WhatsApp number is pinned there. You can take the WhatsApp number and call, and you can be one of our lucky winners tonight. Just call and tell us your number that you want to answer the questions. Then we can read the question, or just comment in the comment section that just by saying read me question number 2, question number 3, question number 20, question number 30, and that question is going to be provided to you. Once you answer successfully, we're going to give you $1 scratch card, and that scratch card be awarded to anybody in Liberia. So as we are listening, we are speaking on the issues of tribalism. Our nigga man is saying it's because of tribalism that you are seeing certain part of the country is developed when it comes to infrastructure, and certain part of the country is underdeveloped because you will feel more comfortable building or erecting a structure in your own town than going to another place to erect that structure. So she's also making us understand that you will come to my Gibi or you go to Lofa, you go whatsoever, you will look for the money instead of erecting a structure in Lofa County, you leave Lofa and then you go to my Gibi to go erect the structure because you think that is a place that that structure need to be erected. Aronika, is that it?
yes, yes, you feel like it is your home time and your home time need to be developed. Like the main focus is not about developing the country, but it's about developing your county. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
So she's saying you're not focusing on developing your country, but you're focusing on developing your country. But somebody will say, but the country is also in the country. So what are you saying?
But if you develop one county, it doesn't mean that the entire country is developed. But if all the counties in Liberia are developed, that's where you see it's a plus.
But some
Celebrate one
Miss
county
Minor,
for a developing country.
Miss Minor, somebody is going to say it's also a challenge to other countries as well. If you see Nima, like in Nima now, they if you go to Nima County, they have good facilities right in Nima. There are some facilities that even in Nima is not in Monrovia. To be frank,
Exactly.
yeah, there are some facilities that are there that are not even in Monrovia. So now it's going to be challenging for other counties as well. Now, if you go like they have some hotels in Nima. Now in Bonkate, you're going to see they get passion one, passion two. These are hotels too that people say, okay, say they think it's not in our country, we're going to bring it in our country. So it seems to be, challenging, and other people will want to do the same. How you look at it from another perspective as well?
Like I really don't get it. Like I don't get your question.
You are saying if a particular group of people have the money or particular tribes, they
Yeah.
use Nima County here as a case study because Nima County is well developed, a certain part of Nima, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you have a lot of people there that have money. So don't you think it's a challenge to other county as well? That okay, our neighboring counties are doing well. I think we need to take their full step and do the same thing. Don't you think it's a challenge or it's a blow in the face of other countries?
It's a challenge, but like I said, if those other tribes don't have the resources to start it, then that's where our country is gonna be developed. Certain part of the country gonna be developed. Why the other? And I don't know if you know this, but in most area in Liberia, people don't feel challenged by people building and this and that. We Liberians we have different mindset. We feel challenged over funny things. But honestly, people supposed to feel challenged when someone build a house. They're supposed to feel, challenged to build a house too. But these things that happen. If you hear the things people can feel challenged about in Liberia, you get angry. So on the issue of tribalism, let me give you a example. I'm not going to call the lawmaker name, but like I said, when we started the community leadership, we faced a challenge with that tribalism stuff, and then we were so happy that that few of our lawmakers were coming over to visit. Yes, so when they came, we made sure we organized Liberians on one of the campuses that have majority of Liberians. And then we met up with the administration. It was well organized to receive our leaders.
Mhm.
So the head of that delegation, doing his statement that he spoke after he got through with his statement, and then he decided to give us support. But you'll not believe tribalism again came out in our faces, because when he was giving his report, his support, he said he's gonna give scholarship to Mary Linda. Imagine. So like we were very, very surprised and angry again. So like we experiencing the same thing, in Liberia, and then you coming outside, you as a leader, once you come outside, you see Liberians. It's not about trap. They are all Liberians. You represent all Liberians. So you see all Liberians like in the number of 300, and then you say you giving scholarship to Linda, and like the other people that were part of the delegation, everybody came and started giving scholarship to the tribe. So you found out people who were not part of those rural tribes that enlisted were left out. So this is the thing I'm trying to say. It's very bad. So what if you say it's for Liberian, all Liberian can benefit? So you getting the point now, Elijah?
Yeah, I get, I'm actually getting the point, right? I'm actually getting the point. In totality, tribalism is something that breaks down nations.
Exactly.
Honestly, you see, if you look at Liberia and eight neighboring countries, all of us fight certain number of war. They get it several wars in war. You also have the Guinea. Guinea went to war. You also have other people that went to war. But because our own war was a tribal war, it
Mm-hmm.
lasted longer and it caused more damages. You getting the point. So tribalism is something that break down nations. It's something that break down societies. And when you're breaking it down, it takes decades to redevelop. That's
Exactly.
one major reason Liberia is famous today. With other countries fought war, Sierra Leone fought war, Guinea, and the list goes on. But why Liberia is still finding it difficult to recover from that war that they fought is because of that war was tribal war.
Yeah, and the
No one
trouble
was
is,
fighting. Yeah, it was tribalism. Why you going to see another tribe going to kill another tribe? In fact, they're going to ask you, knowing fully well you are a Liberian, they're going to look in your face and say, you should speak a dialect. Mind you, if you just make mistake and utter a word or just one sentence from your dialect, you're benefiting. So
yeah,
it started causing more harm. Like actually what you are saying, it breaks people down. It breaks
Yeah,
people down.
yeah. Like that situation I just explained, it took us like we literally went back to scratch to build a community again because we had a
You
series
see,
of problems. It took us way back, way back. So I'm a
yeah.
very big
It,
fan of travelers. Yeah, I don't like it. I
Abraham,
don't.
Abraham, Abraham Valley Cameron who is following the show. Do not forget, do not mind the discussion that is ongoing, and then just enjoying the discussion. You don't want to make a call, or you don't want to get your questions to be one of our lucky winners tonight on the exchange giveaway. So tonight's the exchange giveaway actually. Abraham is asking what can we recommend to for some of these sites of for tourism in Liberia? Some of those sites. What can we recommend? We have the Badawi Fall, all right, for example, in Bonkante. These are things I know, so I'll speak to them, right? We have the Padawi Fall, it's one of the best area for tourism. When I went back to Liberia recent, I went to the Padawi Fall, and I actually appreciate the fact that the people are now taking care of the place, where they build a fence, they sell African food, you can even sleep there. They put some, build their houses in a place that you can pay some money, you can sleep there, and all other thing. I think $5 just to enter the place. And when you enter, you cannot buy food in there because food has been sold there as well. So it's actually good that they are taking care of the place. But it's Padawipo is the only tourist site in Liberia, I will tell you no. There are a whole lot of things. See our Chevron Island there.
Hmm.
Chevron Island should be one of the area for tourism. If you really read the history of Liberia, some of our settlers that came back, most of them settled in that place. That place should be a site of tourism. But how many of us are paying attention to them? Liberia
Ah,
have many ways of getting money, but it's actually our problem. So I don't know what you have to say to that.
yeah. So, the issue of tourism, like we discuss it a lot over here. Mainly, when we see how well Rwanda is doing in the tourism industry, a lot of people coming to Rwanda because of that sector. People want to see
Mhm.
Elijah. There are so many beautiful sites in Liberia where we can make money from, where we can like draw people to Liberia just by that, just by those sites. But I don't understand. Like I think, uh, people those who are considered our higher, bosses or leaders, they are not paying attention to those small aspects. And if they really do, Liberia will be developed too from that. Because like you see Rwanda, I don't know what I don't know what the people using, but every small historical site, some things are not even supposed to be very very important. They will bring it to the world and make sure people get. Okay, you know how much to see baboon here? 500 United States dollar. Baboon. Check on
And
the
mind you,
tourism
we, we,
website.
we have we have we have good wildlife animals in Liberia. We have
So
most of the wildlife animals in Liberia. So
so
I don't
many.
know. Look, Aronika, Liberia really
People
has something that we can make money of.
they don't know how to bring their country. We don't know how to bring. We are not bringing our country. Nowadays, we find on
Mhm.
social media only negative things we see people bringing on social media. We have a lot of interesting sites. We have a lot of interesting things about our country, but we don't put it out there. And people don't come to your country unless something exciting. Like I was
Sure.
saying, I saw a picture of a very dirty water on the internet, but one very beautiful. If you see that picture of real life, you get angry. They know how to burn. You
Hmm.
can't even go on Liberia and search. You can't even go on the internet and search anything wherever Liberia you find it. It's
You will not
difficult to
see it.
find
You will
about the
not find
country.
it. We have the Wologisi mountain there. No. Listen, Aronika, when I just thinking about it, I just getting like angry with him.
Seriously.
Because if you look at it critically, with the exception of natural resources we have as a Liberian, we also have other things. that we can actually use to get good sum of money. But just that you said, we are only good at bringing negative things. We are cruel to negative energy. We love destructions of negative energy. That's it.
That's
But
it.
Liberia has a lot of good things to, lot of good places. I think the church where the where is that? That we sign our Declaration of Independence is still there.
Look at Providence Island.
Providence Island. See.
We have the St. Simon Pavilion. We have a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Even in all those rural counties in Liberia, there are some sites there that is historical.
Yeah.
I don't know. They actually our leaders need to invest in identical uh, uh, place.
You
I
know,
think we will be developed too.
you
Because
know what
if you
happened here?
your country,
Just around here, the people when they get some rock, they put the rocks together and use some stones, they build some houses. They put it there and fence it, they call it Waranga Fort. If you come, even one word they now fight here in this place, but they call it Waranga Fort. So what happened is that people now pay money. They, they told it it's a tourism site. People can pay money to go see the place.
yeah. But I don't know what's up with our country. We have a lot
I
of
really know.
natural sites. Imagine one they have made a main or lake that they made their stuff that size of tourism site as we speak. Then what about other half a natural lake?
Natural one.
But
No, let's see. Liberia is green to the extent that the Portuguese, according to our history, they saw our land, they named it the pepper coast, the green coast, the green coast. That's how green Liberia is. So, we just have to, get our mind and think out of the box as a Liberian. And we need patriots Liberians. We need people who have the country at heart. I think
yeah,
that's one of the problems.
yeah. And the thing is this we don't have to leave everything on our government, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Have to think out of the box. Most
Hmm.
especially those people that have left Liberia. I think once you leave Liberia, you get to see Liberia clearly than people who are already in Liberia. You get to
You are
understand
right.
then you get to see solution. So like people who have the resources, people who are not in Liberia but they have the resources, they can also invest in those sectors. And not everybody have to do function. Not everybody have to do a supermarket. Not everybody, you have to see the place where there's a loophole. Like I was telling someone, I say I can't wait to get to Liberia because there are so many loopholes that I want to get involved with. And I see a lot of youth in Liberia saying there's no job when they should be creating job when there are so many things in Liberia that you can do. So even be a boss and be creating job. Like one of it getting into the tourism sector. You know how many you're gonna be making? Like putting your all making it the best, using other country as an example
Mhm.
and doing that. You know how it's gonna be? Like real estate business now I'm gonna be like, so let me share with you one way how the people normally develop it is out here. So you see, for the real estate owners, there'll come a time when you're trying to find place. I'll use like Liberia or some part of Liberia as an example. Like for example, if you are in Liberia and you are trying to find a place, because they have agents who are responsible to find place for you. So all the agents, if it will take 3 months, all the agents, if you're looking for a horse, they will tell you, they will transfer you to Dupont Road. Now that they don't have houses available to other communities, but they want to
Mhm.
develop Dupont Road. So like for 3 months, whether you want to live Dupont Road, you don't want to live Dupont Road, all the agents are going to transfer you there. And it's like season up. After some time, you'll see more people going to Dubai Road. As more people go there, you'll see development carrying on. And then the next time,
Sure.
if you look at
Sure.
house, they will Concord Town. you will search all around, all
Mm-hmm.
the things will transfer you to Concordia. So that's how they do it out here. Before you make up your mind, every day there's a development going on in Kigali. There's a development in Rwanda because what the people playing the way season of the real estate, they come together. They find a strategy that they can develop every part of the communities within Kigali. So you don't find developed place at this part of the country, but you find it everywhere because they come together and do it. And that can
You
be how you
see,
go for your
yeah,
country.
you see, one of the thing is like when I went back to Liberia recent, a fellow and I were like having some conversation. He said Liberia had a very good hospital. You see, one thing here is most of these facilities you see out here, like good hospitals, good schools, and in all of well structured facility. These facilities are not owned by an individual. They are not owned by an individual. An organization or few people who have the money decide to come together and then erect a particular structure and underwrite a particular tax. So by that, you understand that instead of John Brown building school, Peter Brown getting his or own school, they will get going to put all that money together and build one big school and invest everything to it and make that school one of the best and one of the standard schools.
Yeah.
That's one major reason why you see most of the developing countries around are moving. If you see one school here that have almost all the facility, one person cannot put it there because he or she don't have that money. So they have to come together and they put their money together and then they build the schools and give that school the best look in pandem. But how many of our librarians today are nigga build a clinic right in your community? As soon as you open your back door like this, you're gonna see my own clinic. And as soon as I open my back door, you're going to see another person on a clinic. So what do we expect? It's not bad to have competitions in the market. It's okay. But for the sake of the society, what we do is we come together, we collaborate, we understand and make the facility much better than we think. So Liberia really need Liberia have much sector to work with, Veronica. So many things. And I don't want people here shaving blames on leaders, shaving blames on government, shaving blames on this. There are individuals in our country that even have money more than some government's employees, more than some of the representatives, more than some of the senators, some individuals. Let me just call one of them name for the record. This guy, Fortoma from Nima County.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of Fortoma?
Yeah, I heard about him a lot, but I don't know him.
Fortoma have one of the highest investment. Fortoma have one of the highest investment. He not in governmental position.
Yeah,
So there
because
are people, yeah, you see, there are people who are not in government, they still have the money. So all they have to do is to invest in the country and see how best people can move on with things.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the
Liberia,
only.
not only about governance, the people
Mhm.
themselves, we ourselves, we don't look like Europe because we firstly have to have law for our country and just make our small contribution. Like I'll always make reference to here because that there are a lot of things that I've seen that can be done in Liberia that
Mhm.
you don't have to be very rich to do. Like a community here, what they normally do, if there's a road, a dusty road, we form
Mhm.
the new road within the community. Each members of that ethnic community, like the various houses, he like they contribute and they fix that road from the main road straight inside. Like I was very shocked to see citizens who are not lawmakers, nothing, just ordinary citizens working in private sector doing their own normal thing, putting money together just to fix that ethnic areas will come. And I like wow. I say these people really love their country. Even if they rain, if there's a heavy breeze, and then you have a lot of flowers or stuff on the road. ordinary citizen, you will just see that person sweeping. They don't have to be government worker, they just sweeping. Seriously. One time we were laughing at them, we said you can take care of their country money, you can take care of yourself. Like seriously, because I don't understand. Like people are not
Like
just seeing.
we just need serious minded people. We just need people to stand up for the country. We need people not of violence, right? Not to push the country into violence, not to have leadership, but we need people to understand and come up with that minds of patriotism, that mind to see the country move in another direction, that mind to see young people trying to do things in accordance. That's the type of like bro we need now. It's not about how leader, it's not about how well the leader is going to be strong with the people, how well the leader is going to force the people. That somebody was sharing with him before, they say like bro need hire him. How long will he be the child for the child to change? How long?
Even if you
How
get
long?
high
In
leader in
10.
that try to develop the country, another thing again is maintenance. You'll find out if government carry on this development here, the citizens don't know how to maintain stuff. They will support of it 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
That librarian problem not only bad governance, yes, bad governance is one of the major issue too because most from our society where we from Africa we look up to government for everything. We believe government is responsible to develop even our homes. So
Mm-hmm.
it will not we can ignore the fact that one of our major issues has been bad governance, but also we got a lot of simple things that we
Yeah.
need
we-
to
Sure. We understand the entire Africa depends on governments to do a lot of things. But
yeah.
there's a time we have to stand, you know, and move our country, shape our minds in a developmental oriented direction to help us because it's actually not easy to see like where it is today. So if you are calling us, we are gradually run out of time. You can call, you can get a number where you can call to get one of the lucky winners questions tonight, and you can be one of the lucky winners tonight on tonight giveaway of the exchange. And then you can also ask for your lucky winner questions in the comment sections. We can also read that for you, and you can also be part of it. But we are actually drawing. Uh, we're all of time. We are running out of time. Aronica. We are actually running out of time. But
think
better
they probably
still, we are.
station because of them being down. So I don't know.
Sorry, say.
I say probably it's because of what happened at the radio station. So
Yeah, that's one major reason. The radio station, our correspondence in Liberia is actually facing some problem tonight. So the radio station is down. That's why we are not getting quarters, and then the show is going the way it's going. But to be frank, we are really having some fruitful discussion here tonight. Things that librarians need to hear. And trust me, this video will reach up to 10,000 followers before next week. Trust me, I have the ability to do that, and I'm going to do that. This video will go up to 10,000 plus followers next week. Check out on this video next week because these are things we actually need to discuss, and these are things that people need to actually listen to. I think we have a caller on the line. Hello, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Ibrahim Valley Kapara, and I'm calling from somewhere around Delhi.
Okay, April, let me hear you there.
Yeah, so I slept number 9, and I want to participate in the giveaway.
Question number nine, Arnica.
okay, let me get it quick. Okay, so I'm gonna read question number 9, and it says which political system is followed in Liberia? Question number 9.
You get a question?
Say that again.
Did you get
Which
the question?
system is followed in Liberia?
Which political system is being followed in Liberia?
All right. So the answer to that is presidential republic system.
Arnika,
A system that
you got a question?
Yes, he is very correct. That is the answer.
Okay, Chief, you are one of our lucky winners tonight on the show. So I want to say thank you. You can take the WhatsApp number and send us the contact details of the beneficiary for the show. That's it, yeah, for the show tonight. Thank you for participating.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Chief. So you can call, don't be afraid. You can call and then you can be one of our lucky winners tonight. So Abraham Valley Camara Jr., I want to say congratulations. You are our first and lucky winners tonight. So like Aronika, we actually done. We have Lebron have much things to talk. Lebron have much things to do. We we can't just sit down and allow governments to do everything. It is true that we give them the power, we look up to them. That's the protocol in Africa. People must follow, people must live by, but it's a wrong taxation. So we have to wake up. We have to wake up and move on in another direction. Definitely. We
Yeah,
actually have to wake up tonight.
we actually need to because if we don't, we are just going to be static the same way we are. Things not going to change just like that. And I normally hear people not just here,
Mm.
but I see a lot of uh university graduates. They come out of school and they don't have job,
Mm-hmm.
and like it's one of the serious problem. And there have been a debate who the cause of that. Is it government or is it student? You know what you think, Elijah?
People graduating from university and not having job. We look at it from other perspective. When it comes to that context, we going to shape probably about 60% of that on the government. But another thing is that because the government have the ability to bring in, let's say, companies that will employ its citizens to have better life status, so that when he or she have graduated from high school, from colleges, from whatsoever, they can be able to find something doing to sustain themselves. But we also look at the qualifications of some of the individuals who are graduating today from Nigeria. Let's be very specific on Nigeria. Then look at the qualification of some of those who are graduating today from Nigeria. Some of them are graduating with the communalities. Some of them are graduating with 3 points, the 4 points. In the same discipline they are graduating in today, if you give them a test or something to execute in that discipline, they are unable. How can an individual of church be very brave to even say that in draft one application form to any entity for he or she is to be employed? That would be another problem. That would be another serious problem. We understand that the government should provide job for its citizens. But then look at the qualification of that individual. Somebody will say, then you're going to talk about the systems of the institution. There are good systems and there are bad practices. Yes, if you look at the curriculums of Liberia school system, is very rich, is very okay that any students who wants to learn, when they follow that academic path and learn properly, they can fit in every society. That's why we have a lot of Liberians today who are outside there and they are doing well. Most of them are becoming medical doctors. Some of them are becoming engineers. Those ones that were serious. So it's on both sides. The qualifications of the individual that trying to seek for a job and the government, the fear of the government providing job for its citizens. That's one major reason for me. That's what I think.
Okay, yes. So the reason I brought this discussion up is that I am actually coming up with a conference, and that is gonna
Mhm.
be every year. And I even listed the exchange as one of our partners, but I just got you with the concert note on last night, but I reached it out to you.
Okay.
So it's a conference that is gonna be held every year. No matter where I am, which country I am, I'm going to host it every year. Whether virtually or in presence, it's gonna be here because it's one of the
Yeah.
projects I've recognized in Liberia, and it will interest you to know that this is not the this is not a problem to only Liberia, but Africa at large. I saw a
Mm-hmm.
statistics of Guinea when I was doing a concept note of Guinea. There are huge amount of university graduates who don't have job. They are doing
Mm-hmm.
literally nothing. Like imagine spending 4 to 5 years in university and coming out and still doing nothing. Whose fault is it?
Mm-hmm.
That entire thing is like after graduation, what next? Is the entire idea of it. What do you do after graduation? It's actually intended for prospective graduates, people who are like senior students, because you start to prepare them before they leave, so that even if you find yourself in society or in a situation where you graduate like as an accountant and you cannot find a job in your field, what do you do? Do you sit and just and you know what I notice again? Like I hear you speaking of students who have A, B. I'm not saying like we shouldn't focus on our study when we are in university, but
Mm-hmm.
university is almost like a gate or gateway to your real life, your professional life. Why in
Sure.
university you don't just you I posted something recently. I said you should try to balance education with your talent. Most
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
people we only focus on the academic aspect. We leave other things in our life. As a young person, you in university, your 100% focus is just to go to class, get out of class, score your A, graduate, and then you say you're gonna start to make your life. I don't understand that entire plan. I think it's a lucky ticket plan. There are just few people
Yeah.
who get one job. But for me, I think you should start preparing yourself while you are in university. You should make your connection. You should work things out. Try to discover other aspects in your life that if this doesn't work out, what can I do to survive the university?
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I won't just leave everything on government. Government, like you said, government have part to play, but the individuals who the graduates who have a huge part to play because it's your life. You have to prepare yourself earlier. You know, sometimes when you see a job vacancy and they say of three, I think they talk about experience, 3 years experience, 2 years experience in that field. If I want to be for example, if I want to be an accountant and I'm in university, while in university, while studying, I can try to get to other or companies that I know that my fields try to do volunteer work. That's an experience. You don't focus
Mm-hmm.
all on the classroom and leave the
Look.
because the company the people got their experience too man. You know people can get the whole lot of GPA and then you go put them on the job, they
Mm-hmm.
can't even perform anything like you said. So people should be able to balance their life. You should be able to balance your life.
Aronika, let me just share this with you, my own personal things that I passed through upon graduation. When I graduated from high school, coming up very fresh, I didn't understand which direction to take. There was my direct engagement. Look, if an individual should be successful, it lies in his or own hands. It's not about how much lesson they are going to give in the classroom. It's not about how many notes you're going to bring home. It's not about how many friends you made. It's not about, it's about your own determination as an individual.
Yeah.
When I graduated from high school in 2017, in that same year, Aronika, it will interest you to know that since I did not have the money to go to university, I found a nurse aid school I started. That's how I started my whole healthcare profession. I went to a nursing school. In that nursing school, based on my performance, I began TA for few other subjects, the anatomy, physiology, mother and child, and the rest of them. Just a high school graduate. Notwithstanding less than 3 months, the county health team took me on probation. I worked on the county health team on in CB Doma, just a young graduate from high school, I'm telling you. I did not stop there. That same time, I was also teaching grade school from grade one, yeah, let's say from grade four to grade nine, mathematics. And I had scheduled with the hospital to go and sleep in the morning from I have to go there by 7 o'clock and return back maybe around 7 in the morning. Then I get classes to go teach by the morning hour from 8 to 1 o'clock. Then I get nurse aid school to go attend to from 4, let's say from 2 to 5 o'clock. So sometimes some of these things depends on the individual. I was quote unquote in that for almost a year plus before
Mm-hmm.
even coming to India to today. I'm proud in telling people that in 1 or 2 years I've become a very young doctor coming up. I'm proud of that because of where I started. So if an individual should be successful, he or she must put themselves in it. I did not say and say government should farming job. No way. Government did not farming job. Government already know my name. How will government farming job either? Government already know as to what I exist. So we have to push ourselves on the extreme to see if we can get some of these things working. You see, going to school, teaching nursery school, in a nursery school, working the school with the teaching grade school. My own room say I don't used to sleep there anymore.
We just need to change that narrative of how we do things, think outside the box. There are a
Yeah.
lot of things like people are not into. Well, I don't know, but honestly, I can't wait to get to like break that job. I give myself like one year. I know this to start up something is gonna be difficult. 1 year, 2 year, boss.
You
Every
get that. No, that's the most interesting thing. No matter how high it is, you must at least try to set.
yeah, because
You
I
need
see
to try
that
to set.
people now. What I can't wait to get to like bro to start. I can't wait.
So we are actually running out of time here, Arunika. So we need to try to wrap up within the next 5 minutes of our time. Time is no longer our friend anymore. So we have to wrap up in the next 5 minutes. It was a very good discussion tonight. So we're going to start with you to give your parting statements, on the show today.
So I'm just gonna take you back to the initial discussion, the librarian food, because I want to close with I want to close with that. Yeah, and I know that like Liberia has the best food. Everywhere I go, I'm going to say that. If I don't see my Liberian food, ha, eh, it can be so difficult, Elijah. Like like firstly when I came here, the Liberian food, I got sick because of food business. Not that I can really eat, but the food that I used to, I can no longer see. And people say adapt, adapt. There are certain things you can't adapt to. I don't care how you try hard, you will never adapt to it. So not everything you can adapt. And I wanna eat the Liberian food no matter where you go in the society, you will miss that taste. Because if you see something, you'll get angry. You even say, but is this a food? This one's supposed to be food too. Yeah, so like the issue of tribalism, I just want us to, you know, love each other, consider ourselves to be Liberians, consider your brother to be Liberian, you are Liberian. It doesn't matter the trap because we know it's going to be a difficult thing to cancel that entire thing out of Liberia, but we can start to cancel it from our mindset. If we want to develop our country, we want more unity, we want love, we should try to get rid of tribalism in our mind and try to love each other. Yeah, so it was a great time on the show, and I think we had almost close to 4 5 topics that we will use on our other shows and make it a day like we just know. Why I
Yeah,
think
the show the show was actually great tonight. Honestly, this show has been one of the best show ever I ever was. The show was really, 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 really informative tonight. We have a lot of information coming up, especially about our country we all are from. You know. So it was really, really good having you on today's edition of the exchange giveaway. Even though we did not get callers to call and answer some questions, but mind you, those questions will still come out next Sunday. We have them, and we're going to use the same questions next Sunday. So we also hope that our correspondence in Liberia, the YMCA radio station, will be up by that time so that we can run the show. So we want to say thank you. It was great having you, Aronika Minor, today, and all those of you that are following. We want to say thank you, and I will follow even after the show. Like I said, this show will get up to 1,000 plus, 10,000 plus views within the next 1 week. Trust me, you're going to see that. So I want to say thank you ever so much for being here. And this is how we want to draw down a curtain onto this edition of the show, the Exchange Social Hour. Until then we see you. We say bye bye for now.
bye.
Moment, tenga como minia, pero gato es pues. Hey! Hello, 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 hello.
Choplo ya limie, ye pa kukwebo. Choplo ya limie, ye pa kukwebo. Tabla kapae, kapa kutaito. Tabla kapae, kapa kutaito. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello.
Le programme moment, tenga como minia, pero gato es pues.